What up, body bags? BDG Reviews here. It's yet again another theme week. This week it's video nasties. We all kind of decided though we didn't want to go with your standard video nasties that everyone talks about, so we decided to go with other films that were on, you know, on the list that you may not necessarily have heard of. What I went with was The Werewolf and the Yeti, starring Paul Naschy. This film was also released under the title Night of the Howling Beast. Basic plot of this, Paul Naschy plays Waldemar Daninsky. He's a character that's been around for a long time. I think this is, if I remember right, let me just take a look here, see if it says. This is the 8th film where he's played a character called Waldemar Daninsky. He's a werewolf, you know. He wasn't a werewolf when the movie starts. The basic plot: you got this guy. He's up in the Himalayas. It's like a expedition group. They get attacked by a Yeti, and kills a bunch of them. Their personal belongings or whatever are sent to this other guy, this professor, and he's like, "I'm gonna finish his work. I'm gonna go do it." So he asks Waldemar to come along with him. They come along, they get there. They're trying to go up into this region of the Himalayas or whatever, to find this Yeti. Waldemar and like a guide, they go off to begin with to check everything's okay, and they go missing. And you know, the Sherpas or whatever don't want to take the other ones up there because like it's a cursed place and everything. Um, his guide goes missing. He ends up wandering into this cave with these two women in there. Uh, Quickly becomes evident they're both like vampires or something, and they bite him, and he becomes a werewolf. How he becomes a werewolf from being bit by vampires, I'm not really sure, but it is what it is. In the meantime, there's a group of bandits that have ambushed the the expedition or whatever, and taken people prisoner. I'll leave it at that. We do get a fight between the werewolf and the Yeti, and it's fun. It is what it is. Um, I have no idea why this movie's on this list. I really don't. Um, all I can think, there's a decent amount of nudity in it, but it's not. It's not any harder, if you will, than any other Paul Naschy film. Um, there's some gore. I mean, there is a kind of like a pretty cool impalement scene, but I mean, honestly, it's the gore is probably not even up to what like Hammer was doing. So I don't know why this was on the list. I really don't. Like a lot of the video nasty list, I look at the list, I go through them, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get why, Last House on the Left is on there. I get why, Cannibal Holocaust or whatever is on there. But why is this on there? I really don't get it. It, it is what it is. Honestly, I'm not, I'm not going to be able to figure out why. I'm not going to be able to figure out why. Like I said, all I can assume is the nudity, but the nudity in it is very, for a Paul Naschy film, it's actually kind of tame. I mean, you get like a few ass shots and you get like some shots of some like breasts, but that's about it. You know, um, I don't know. I really don't get it. The movie itself, I'm not gonna say it's a great werewolf movie. It's not, but It's fun. Really? Apparently, this is becoming a thing now. Watch a video, watch the cats wrestle each other. Uh, yeah, it's a fun movie, honestly. And Paul Naschy is awesome in anything you put him in. A little bit of backstory with me and Paul Naschy, if you will. I never even knew who Paul Naschy was until after he died. And someone, I think it was in Roomwork magazine or maybe Fango, they wrote like an article just, you know, like talking about him and everything. And it was really odd because I read this article. Here's this guy I've never heard of, never watched any of his movies. But by the time I was done reading this article, I was genuinely sad that he was dead. And I mean, it was like I just got this feeling that the horror industry had lost someone really important. It's kind of weird, but that's how it is. For a rating, in all honesty, I got to give it like a 6 out of 10. It's not the greatest Paul Naschy film, but even the worst Paul Naschy film is still better than a lot of the crap we're getting nowadays. You know, so I will definitely take that any day of the week. Um, all in all, though, fun movie, definitely enjoyable. It's part of this, the Paul Naschy Collection Volume 2 from Scream Factory. I don't know if this is still available. If it is, I would definitely recommend picking it up. 5 movies, a lot of good stuff, and you can't go wrong with it. Um, yeah, so that's it for me. See you next time.